Okay, here we go. Deus Ex, Icarus Effect, Chapter 3, Part 1, Summary. Um, Chapter 3, Summary, Part 1. Pier 86, New York City, America. Back to Anna. She's by the Hudson River and very cold. She's wearing a black, like, sweater with a hoodie on. She's got her seraph eyes, so we know this is the future, not a flashback. She can see the boat she's watching is the Intrepid. There's a basketball court on the ship. People are playing, lit by trash can fires. Yeah, we know a bit about trash can fires, don't we? Everyone plays with the trash can fires in Deus Ex. I didn't in my Let's Play, but, I did in previous plays. You just throw people and bags in the fire. The boat is a former warship, an old warcraft aircraft carrier from the 1970s or so. She paid bribes to get the password of the day so she could board the ship. More classic Deus Ex goodness. I love it. Her cover name is Kel, for Kelso. Anna meets Denny, a dark-skinned hacker in the aircraft carrier. He has mirrored Kasanuki. Kusanagi. Kusanagi optics for eyes. Another company, so there are three now. Seraph, Kaden, and now Kasunagi. Behind him is a thin woman with thumbless spider hands. Denny tells the woman, Widow, that Anna wants intel, but Widow says she tastes blue and is angry that Denny brought a cop on the boat. A bit of back and forth words, and Widow says she's Go 5, meaning the gang of 5. Hacker guns for hire, well known by the FBI's cybercrime division. Anna convinces Widow to run a data spike with the guy's face on it, saying she needs to know who he is. Anna pays the guy and hopes Widow can find out the guy's identity. Obviously the guy from the picture. Whatever. The white-haired guy. Chapter 3, Part 2. Aerial Transit Corridor. Smolensk Oblast, Russian Federation States. Back to Saxon. He's at an airport or something. He has new augmentations. A special arm from Taeyang Medical. One of, if not the best, augmentation conglomerates. Not best, the biggest augmentation conglomerates on the planet. He has Hermes legs, the upgrades, Samson series arm, and a few other implants Neymar called his welcome bonus. The VTOL crash was 6 months ago. His arm has been a little sluggish. In the past, the trigger didn't pull when he wanted it to, so he decided to up his neuroazepine intake just in case. Saxon also has the high fall aug. Saxon meets a guy called Lawrence Barrett. Oh, Barrett! He's the 6th guy from later that I forget. Okay, there were 6 people. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. You'll understand that in a little bit. A big ugly guy with a brass bull ring on his nose. He's ugly. That must mean he's evil, right? We'll see. His face is a bit scarred from a bomb blast. There's also other hints that he's a bad guy. He kind of has a bad mannerism and he's rude and stuff. I think they're giving us the hint that he's not a good guy. Although I should leave it ambiguous and make him friendly since, you can make a bad guy friendly and throw people off, You don't have to make him a jerk from the start. When he's around his own team members, he can be a pretty decent guy. Even if he's a scumbag, Everyone's nice to their friends. It's not really, but you know what I mean. He should be, they shouldn't telegraph stuff like that. Saxon has done a few jobs in Bucharest and Glasgow. Small jobs. It gives me reason to believe they're on the plane now, not the airport. Maybe they always were on the plane. Saxon is paid well, but he's not allowed to ask where the funding comes from. He's seen some other operatives here and there, but this is the first time everyone's gathered together at once for a mission. On the plane, he meets some interesting people. Firstly, our old friend Gunther Hermann. He's getting his custom-made reinforced arm fixed up and is currently without a hand. He hopes to enhance the rest of himself in a similar fashion. Of course, he's carefully sipping on a delicious orange soda. He's the youngest of the group at just about 20 or 21 or something. He was part of Germany's GSG-9 police counterterrorism unit until the tyrants had recruited him. Could the tyrants be early UNATCO, or did Gunther leave the tyrants to join UNATCO later? Ponderous but interesting. I'm curious to see where that goes. How Gunther, I don't know. What happens to him? We learn that Saxon is the replacement for a man named Joe Wexler, who was ex-CIA. Also ex-CIA is Scott Hardesty, who is the team sniper, and he's thin just like his guns. Hardesty doesn't like or trust Saxon. As you would expect for a sniper, Hardesty has extremely high-quality eyes, kind Saxon has never seen before. Could that be a fourth company? Or just a brand model? I don't know. Message from a hidden speaker says they'll be landing in 10 minutes. Prep your gear and be ready. We're on the clock for this one, so mission brief starts the moment the wheels stop. I hope Gunther can reattach his hand in 10 minutes. Chapter 3, Part 3. We're back on the boat with Anna. She's frustrated that Widow can't find anything on her guy. Widow says, lack of info tells us a lot too. Someone went to a lot of trouble to erase this guy from existence. Then he adds, he's got to be high military or corporate. After some more witty back and forth banter, Widow says she can pull up something and starts digging in. You paid for the gold package, so I'm giving you the gold package. They look on the Conspiracy Crew, spelled with K's, website, and look around the message board. Anna dismisses the board's credibility immediately. Widow asks Anna if she's ever heard of the Tyrants. Anna says, I quit listening to Top 40 when I stopped wearing a training bra. Widow says they're Black Ops cartel. They're richer than shit and hardcore like you wouldn't believe. Stone killers through and through. Glass Curtain says they're linked to all sorts of things like regime change, political murder, intimidation, and corporate assassination. The last one catches Anna's attention, thinking back to Dansky. Everything seems to come together. She says she wants Widow to find out everything she can about the tyrants. That'll cost extra Widow jokes, but she's serious too. That instant, the NYPD starts a raid and says the place is under lockdown and all rights have been suspended. Widow thinks Anna brought the cops here and gets very, very pissed off. She runs to the back and destroys all the computer evidence. Everyone freaks out and runs away. Anna has no choice but to run with everybody, and she wonders if she did bring the cops here. She has a knife. She cuts through a hole and gets out, but she eventually filters back to everyone, and she gets taken down with everyone else by Sonic Screamer, a Sonic grenades or blast or whatever. It knocks everyone to the floor, and then they all get webbed up with web guns or something. Chapter 3, Part 4. I can't pronounce this word. I'll just say Moscow International Airport. It doesn't matter. The plane parks in a secret hangar. They give us info about the plane. Apparently you can change the way it's painted at will to blend in anywhere. Changing its decals to be a civilian, military, or bell tower plane. That's kind of cool. Everyone is gathered in a meeting room. We meet the sixth member for the first time, Yelena Fedorova. She has a triangular armor jacket on, whatever that means. I don't know what a triangular armor jacket is. She doesn't talk much. Saxon wonders if she's even capable of speech. Okay, so the team is Saxon, Namor, Gunther, Yelena, and the sniper Scott. Scott's a dick. Anyways, South Park jokes aside, Saxon wonders if Yelena is just measuring him like everyone else. This is where I was talking about. The fifth member, or the sixth member, is Lawrence Barrett. Yeah, I'm editing that. It took me entirely too long to find the name. I can't remember it. I'll just remember Barrett from fucking Final Fantasy VII. Oh, it's made by Square. I wonder if that's a coincidence. Okay, so the sixth member is Barrett. Oh, no, she's the sixth member, but he was one of those first five. Okay, so Barrett, Saxon, Namor, Gunther, Herman, Yelena, Fedorova, and the sniper Scott. Scott's a dick. Saxon wonders if Yelena is just measuring him like everyone else. It goes to describe her. She's a female, and it says she has a nice-looking augmented legs, so I'll assume she's the agile one of the group. It says her legs look like motorcycles. Whatever that means. Sleek motorcycles. Wait, that's only 5 people. I thought there were 6. Okay, maybe. Yeah, I forgot. Forgot the guy. Okay. Namer says they found high-value targets in the hotel Novorostov in Zukopolakak Square. I can't pronounce these words. I'm sorry, I'm not Russian. They pull up the mark. A fat, balding guy named Mikhail Kontarsky, Minister of the Russian Federal Assembly and Senior Administrator of the RFS Committee on Human Augmentation Policy. Saxon raised an eyebrow at that. Namor continues, saying he's corrupt to the core and he's working with the organization called Juggernaut. He says Juggernaut is a decentralized terror group that uses information warfare to further the anti-globalization agenda. Ooh, that's a lot to spit out. So yeah, they have to kill him. First step in eradicating the dangerous militants, and it'll deny them conduit into Russian Federation states. Saxon recognizes the name Juggernaut from his days at Bell Tower. Tai Young Medical was one of their targets. Apparently Saxon's name is now Ben. I don't know why they were calling him Jeff all throughout the beginning of the book, but his name's Ben now. So, whatever. Saxon doesn't like the idea, and he wants to know where Namor's orders come from. Namor overhears him talking to Gunther about it, and Gunther just says, I don't care. Blah, 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 I follow orders. And he says that Juggernaut is bad, and the target needs to die because he's a bad guy. Namor says that Juggernaut are info warriors. And they hack into places and screw with things. And that they're responsible for Saxon's team dying out there in the desert. Is that reason enough for you? He asks gently. End of chapter 3.